Hi students, I welcome you all for today's English class. Okay, so students, tell me, how are you? Yes, I hope you all are fit and fine at your home. Okay, so students, now tell me what we have discussed in our last class. Have you remembered or forgot? Okay, let me tell you. In our last class, we discussed about the prepositions of time. And today we are going to discuss about other prepositions. Okay, just have a look at the slides. So today we will discuss prepositions. Prepositions indicating means of travel. Next, prepositions indicating means of communication. Number 3, prepositions indicating mode of payment. Number 4, prepositions of instrument. 5, prepositions of agency, means and instrumentality. Then, idiomatic uses of prepositions. Number 7, some verbs are followed by definite prepositions. Next, adjectives followed by definite prepositions. And the last one, nouns followed by definite prepositions. Okay students, so on these points today we will discuss. Next, so first of all, prepositions indicating means of travel. What? Prepositions indicating means of travel. So students, for travel purpose we will use by bus, okay, by bus, by train, by car and by aeroplane. Okay, but for foot purpose we will use on. On is generally used for foot, but remember one thing, but if a determinant is used before the means of travel, the preposition on or in is usually used. Have you got it? When there is a determiner. Yes, just look at the example. Here, my sister goes to school. My sister goes to school by bicycle. But my sister goes to school on her bicycle. Can you tell me why we have used here on? Yes, exactly. As there is a determiner her, that's why the preposition on is used. In the next examples, my uncle came here by car. But my uncle came here in a car. Here is also, students, a is used. That's why we have used the preposition in. Okay, in the next example, she is going to Pune by aeroplane. But she is going to Pune on the aeroplane. Okay, but remember one thing, for car and boat, in is generally used. Have you got it? Okay, next. Prepositions indicating means of communication. Means of communication, we send messages by post, by cable, by telegram, by telephone, by hand, by letter, by radio, by email or by mail. Okay, let us see the examples. He talked to his friend. Okay, he talked to his friend by telephone. So for means of communication, we are using the preposition by. But he talked to his friend over the phone. Yes, exactly the same thing, students. Here is also the determiner is used. That's why we have used here over, but in this case, by is used. Next, he is watching the news on television. He is watching the news on television, but remember one thing, he heard an interesting program on the radio. On the radio. Okay, so for television purpose we are using on, but in this case on or by will be used. Send the letter by post. Send the letter by post. Okay, next, prepositions indicating mode of payment. We are sending money. Yes, for payment we will use by check, by credit card, by Google Pay. Yes, this is your Google Pay, by Phone Pay. But while giving cash or receiving cash, we will use for case purpose. What will be used? Remember, in is used. Take for examples, he paid the bill, but by check. She paid the money by credit card. The amount was paid by Google Pay. But in case customers have to pay the bill for case purpose, what is used? In is used. Have you got it? Okay. Next, prepositions of instrument. Students, prepositions of instrument. For this purpose, we will use the preposition what? That is with. He wrote the letter with a pen. He wrote the letter with a pen. Okay. Next, she drew the picture with a pencil. She drew the picture with a pencil. He cut the apple. He cut the apple with a knife. He saw the accident with his own eyes. With his own eyes. But we said the letter was written in ink. The letter was written in ink or in pencil. The picture was painted in oils. For this purpose, in is used. Okay. The next, prepositions of agency, means or instrumentality. Okay. For agency purpose, look at the example. The temple was designed by Ravi. So students, here who is the agency? Yes, can you easily identify here? This preposition is used for agency purpose, and who is the agency? Ravi is the agency. Ravi, or the temple was designed by Ravi. Next, he makes a living by teaching. He makes a living by teaching. So students, here in this purpose, it indicates the means. It indicates the means. Or what is the means of his livelihood? Teaching. Here, his means of livelihood is the teaching. Next, he was killed by lightning. This is lightning. Okay. You just see in the picture. He was killed by, okay, he was killed by lightning. So here, which is the instrumentality? Yes, lightning. Lightning is used as the instrumentality of preposition. Okay. Next, idiomatic uses of prepositions. Students, in your book, in your grammar book, there are some idiomatic uses of prepositions, and you have to by heart these words. And these words, they travel hand to hand. They travel side by side. Yes, as they are correlated, as they are very close to each other. Just now I am reading all these idiomatic uses. You just follow me. Okay. At play, at work, at heart, at breakfast or lunch, at dinner, at table. So at table means having a meal. At table means having a meal. Next, at home. Okay. At once. At once means, students, immediately. At once means immediately. Next, at rest, at hand, at random, by chance, okay, by accident, by design, by mistake, by name, by sight, by day. By day means during the day. Okay. By day means during the day. Next, by night. By night. By good fortune. By no means. By all means. By no means and by all means. Next, by surprise. Okay. Next, in need. Next is in need, in a hurry, in debt, in danger, in fun, in particular, in trouble, in general, in work. Students, in work means having a job. Yes, this is your job, having a job. Next, in the end, in use. Okay, students, now let us go for the other idiomatics. Okay, look at the slides. Yes, on fire, on holiday, on foot, on horseback, on sale, on purpose, on or an or the, average, on duty or on guard, off duty, on no account, yes, on the contrary, on the other hand, on leave, on a visit, on picnic, on a journey, on one's way, on second thoughts. Next, out of control, out of use, out of danger, out of work, out of date, out of question, out of sight, out of order, out of reach, out of practice, and the last three, under control, within learning, within reach. So students, all these idiomatics are given in your textbook. So I will tell you one thing, that you just by heart all these idiomatics, and it will be easy for you while doing your activities. Okay. Now next, now we will see some examples. Okay. Idiomatic uses of prepositions. We will see the examples. Okay. At hand. Students, tell me what is the meaning of at hand? Very near. At hand means near. So always keep your passwords. Yes, it is very important to keep your passwords at hand. Yes or no? It is a very confidential thing, very secret thing. That's why we have to keep our passwords close at hand. Next one, that is your at once. At once. At once means, I have told you in the idiomatics list. Yes, just recall it, immediately. At once means immediately. Go to your room at once. Or go to your room at once means what? Immediately. Next one, by accident. By accident means unintentionally, unknowingly. Okay, look at the examples. Children broke the vase. Children broke the vase by accident. Means unintentionally they broke the vase. Okay, so these are the examples about your idiomatic uses. Next, okay, other examples, just look at in brief. So students, what is the meaning of in brief? In brief means in a few words. As your teacher is asking you, just write the answers in brief. Just write the answers in briefs. Okay. Look at the example. This textbook explains World War II. World War II in brief. In brief. Or in a few words. Next, on sale. On sale means being sold or at a reduced price. Okay. Just look, the t-shirt you wanted is on sale at the mall. Okay, students. Now next, out of work. Out of work means what? Unemployed. Out of work means unemployed. Look at the sentence. Most of my friends are unfortunately out of work. Means they are unemployed. I hope you all are writing, or you are just writing all these things in your notebook. Are you writing? Okay, very good. Next, verbs are followed by prepositions. There are some prepositions, sorry, there are some verbs which are followed by the preposition. I have taken some of the examples. Okay, there are some more examples, examples are given in your book, but I have given only few examples. Okay, just look at the examples. First one is agree on. Agree on. This is your verb and this is your what? This is your preposition. And this is your verb. Or we can say verb plus preposition. Verbs followed by preposition. Agree on. they finally agreed on the solution. They finally agreed on the solution. Next, die of. Die of. If you don't drink, or we can say if you don't drink water, you die of thirst. You die of thirst. This is your verb and this is your preposition. Next, made of. The ring. Yes, the ring is made of gold. The ring is made of gold. Okay. Next one, remind of. You just remind of. Yes, there are some, what I will say, beautiful songs, old songs that will remind of. That song always reminds me of my childhood days, my childhood memories. Okay, students. The last, warn against. Warn against. The doctor warns against smoking. Yes, as smoking is very injurious to health, that's why doctor warns against smoking. Okay, students. Now let us go for the next slide. Adjectives. Yes. Now we discussed about the verbs. Next, adjectives that are followed by definite prepositions. Yes, the first one is the keep on. Keep on. Okay. Keep on. The examiners are particularly keep on critical thinking. The examiners are particularly keep on critical thinking. Next, angry with. Yes, students, when you do something wrong, your father at your home, yes, your father or my father is very angry with me. Yes, angry is your what? Adjective. And this is with is your preposition. Okay. Next, afraid of. Afraid is adjective and of is the preposition. Okay. So now you will make a sentence. I am afraid of the dog. Just look at the slide. Look at the picture. Yes, the boy is telling that I am afraid of the dog. Do you afraid of the dogs? Yes. Okay. I also afraid of the dog. Next, responsible for. Responsible is your adjective and for is your preposition. Now make a sentence. He is directly responsible for this mistake. He is directly responsible for this mistake. So in this case or like this examples, you can also make your own examples. So students, just try to make more sentences by using this adjective and preposition. Verb with preposition. Will you make it at your home? I hope all of you will make very fine in a fine manner. Okay, thanks. Now we will go for the next slide. Noun. Nouns followed by, yes, nouns followed by definite prepositions. Here are some examples. Resembles between. Students, just look at this picture, how cute they are. Yes, they are looking alike. Yes, so we can say the resemblance between Rocky and his brother. The resemblance between Rocky and his brother was remarkable. Yes, they are looking so cute and so they have so resemblance with each other. Next, belief in. Okay, so belief in. That man, belief is your noun and in is your preposition. Okay, that man has a strong belief in Buddhism. That man has a strong belief in Buddhism. Okay, students, now knowledge of, which is the noun? Yes, knowledge is the noun plus preposition is what? Of. Noun plus preposition. Now make a sentence. She has a good knowledge of mathematics. Yes. Or we can say she has a good knowledge of English. Okay. Effect on. Effect is your noun and on is the preposition. smoking has a harmful effect on your health. So stop smoking. Okay, now we will go. We have discussed all these things. Shall we go for a test? Yes, are you ready? Okay, now go for a test. Fill in the blanks with appropriate prepositions as per means of travel. So students, as we discussed, means of travel, means of communication, mode of payment, agency and instrumentality. So we can I hope you are able to do these activities. So first one, they often travel dash car. They often travel dash car. What will be the answer? Yes, I have already written the answers. Yes, you just try at your home or in other activities. There are so many activities in your book and you can do very easily at your home. So what will be the answer? By. What will be the answer? By car. By car. The next one, I have never travelled dash a place. I have never travelled dash a place. Sorry students, this is your plane. Okay, I have never travelled on a plane. Okay, I think we will travel dash a boat. I think we will travel for boat purpose. What will be used? Yes, in. In will be used. We can walk dash foot. For foot purpose, what I have told you? Yes, on will be used. What? On will be used. Last, my father goes to office dash his motorcycle. Yes, students, there is, you just see, his is used. Yes, I have told you, if there is a determiner, what will be used? Which preposition? Very good. On will be used. On his motorcycle. Okay. The next one. Insert appropriate preposition in the following blank spaces as for verb plus prepositions. Okay. The first one. Let us invite them all dash dinner. Dash dinner. To dinner. Okay. What will be the answer? To dinner. Next, I hasten to assure him dash my support. Assure. There is a verb. What? Assures. So what? Which preposition will be used? Assure of. Assure him of my support. The third one. He borrowed a pen dash me. Borrowed. This is your verb. So which preposition will be used? Very good. From me. From me. Okay. Number 4, they reminded me dash the meeting. They reminded me dash the meeting. Yes, the verb is reminded. So which preposition will be used? Of. Okay. They reminded me of the meeting. Then last one, I like to indulge dash a hot bath. I like to indulge dash a hot bath. So your indulge is the verb and which preposition will be used? Yes, in. Okay students, we have discussed today all about your other prepositions. So thank you all for watching this class and we will again meet in our next classes with new chapters. So for this moment, stay at your home and be safe. Thank you and bye bye students.